Hey guys, JM Lifts here. Small and short and sweet book review on Sandow. This book is called The Mighty Monarch of Muscle. It's a rare book. You can find this on eBay and other sources for $80, $90, $100, sometimes even more money. This book was published in 1947. This is actually the 80th anniversary edition commemorating the birth of Eugen Sandow. Inside of the book, again, copyright 1947. Inside of the book, it does say dedicated to the reverend memory of Eugen Sandow, the mighty monarch of muscle and the marvel of physical perfection, whose matchless physique and physical culture achievements have inspired millions the world over to embrace the study and practice of muscle culture and physical development to the betterment of the human race. And that he did. He encouraged and influenced so many young guys into his old age. Which leads me to the next page, an introduction of Eugen Sandow. It goes over some of his feats of strength over big names such as Cyclops and Samson. It tells about his touring with Florenz Ziegfeld Jr. Sandow was his first glorified star, in which he toured with him from 1893 to 1896. He traveled through USA and Canada doing featured strongman acts. And that was one way he actually developed his muscle, was through his strongman acts each night and his Sandow system, which he created and published in his own book, or books I should say. So it gives a brief overview. Another cool little fact, if you look on YouTube, you will see actually a video of Eugen Sandow doing muscle control exercises. He was friends with Thomas Edison, the famous inventor. Everybody knows of Thomas Edison, but you didn't know that they were actually friends. I'm sure of that. So Sandow was the first strongman to actually be filmed. And again, that video is on YouTube. Really cool to watch. So again, just a kind of brief overview of Sandow. And then you get into some really, really nice pictures of him. This guy wasn't the biggest guy, but man, was he chiseled. He had the perfect physique. He looked like a Greek god. Just look at these photos. A lot of these are on, you can look them up on Google. However, a lot of these are rare pictures too, and they're really good, high quality pics. As you can see, he was really toned, man. He was a really toned guy for that time period. People didn't see that, which is what made him stand out amongst so many other greats. The perfectly developed man. Starts with his young age and going into his old. Very cool. Again, you can find this on eBay, maybe 8 books. Roughly, it's around $100. Man, these pictures, looking at them through the book, outside of the camera, they're really, really good quality pictures for that time period. Again, this is mostly a picture book. It has that brief biography in the beginning. But these pictures alone should influence every man to really at least check him out more. If you guys aren't too familiar with him, he was a student of Professor Attila's, in which he did 5-pound dumbbell exercises. And years later, he actually published his own 5-pound dumbbell exercise routine called the Sandow System. Very popular, and he created workout equipment to go with it. Created various products leading into his old age. And there he is, performance and exercise out of his book, the Sandow System book that he created and published himself. Guy was just a beast, man. If you look up his feats of strength, the guy could take 2 50-pound dumbbells and do a backflip with them, holding them in both hands. Well, one in each hand. It's insanity. The guy was a true strongman. If you guys are curious on his system, I do have a book review on it, and I do plan to publish his workout system. Him having learned from Professor Attila, I will be publishing Professor Attila's workout system first. But if you guys like what you see here, I will be more than happy to publish Sandow's system at a later date. Let's go ahead and comment. Let me know if you'd like that. And there's actually a lot of pictures in here. Wow, his back was, wow, massive, man. I've not seen that picture before. Some of these pictures are even new to me. That's what makes this book so rare. There's some of these pictures I've not even seen on Google or on the internet. So if you are a fan, I highly suggest you grab this book. This book is awesome. And again, I'll kind of go through the first few pages again here with you. Sandow, 1947 was the copyright and publishing date for this book. See if there's anything else in here I can kind of go over real quick for you guys. So yeah, as I was mentioning, the great book entitled Sandow's System of Physical Training is authoritative for this statement, and I quote, "Anonymous of worldwide fame lovingly dwelt on his wonderfully developed frame before delighted students in the dissected room, and the sculptors and artists eagerly bid against each other to secure him as a model." He modeled for lots of people because he looked like a Greek god, man. People would paint him and draw him, and he was just something else. Considered the strongest man on earth for his feats of strength. The guy was just out of this world. So, if you actually go into his writings, his books, he is more of a biography than just a few pages in this book. This is kind of just to show his physique and what was, what was able to be done at that time period had you followed a decent diet and just working out. They didn't follow a certain regimen. Even with diet, they didn't follow much of a regimen. Of course, they ate their protein and quality foods at that time. However, he didn't really follow an actual diet. He ate his sweets, he smoked his cigars. So, if you guys enjoyed this, leave a like. Until next time.